Good morning, my dear students. Today's topic is about dividing of fractions. Okay, I would like you to focus on the video screen. Let's get started. Okay, I would like you to follow me. Okay, are you ready? Okay, ready. When would you divide fractions? One example is when you are trying to figure out how many episodes of your favorite 1/2 hour TV program you could watch in the 1.5 or 1.5, I should say, hours you have available. So we have here on the video screen, as you could see, we have 1.5 divided by 1/2 is equal to 3. How? Let's get this one. It is general division practice. Okay. When you are faced with the division problem, 18 divided by 6, think. If I have 18 items and I make groups of 6, how many groups will I have? The question is, how many groups of 6 items are there? 18 is your dividend, right? And you have the symbol in the division. Then you have 6, which is your divisor. So how? This is it now. So you have how many groups? Look at the video screen. Okay, we have 1. Wait. We have 1, 2, 3. So 18 divided by 6 is equal to 3. You need to count this one. How many groups? You have 1, 2, 3. In each group you have 6, right? Yes. So 18 dividing it by 6 is equal to 3. Okay, next. You know that, I know. Dividing fractions. This is the conceptual understanding. Okay, let's make it slowly. Like when we divide the decimals, when you divide two fractions that are between 0 and 1, the quotient is going to be larger than at least one of your fractions. Okay, let's look at how we can solve these problems. We have 1/2 divided by 1/2 is equal to 1. 1/2 divided by 3/4 is equal to 2/3. How? This is it. Dividing a whole number by a fraction. Okay, what are we going to do here? You are going to use your prior knowledge in the illustration above to figure out, I should say, it out. Think, if I start with 3, how many groups that look like 1/4 will I have? So how many groups are there in this illustration? We have 1, 2, 3, right? So what is 3, that is a whole number, divided by 1/4? Dividing a whole number by a fraction. If you start with 3, you will have 12 groups of 1/4. So we have 3 groups here. 1, 2, 3. Can you see how you could manipulate the fractions to get answer of 12? So we have 3 groups. Let us count. 1, 2, 3. And then in one group, we have 1/4. Each 1/4. Okay. Is equal to 12. How? Okay. This is also another example. Okay. Could you see how you could manipulate the fractions to get an answer of 15? We have what is 5 divided by 1/3. If you start with 5, you will have 15 groups of 1/3. So we have how many groups? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And each group is divided into 1/3. So 5 divided by 1/3 is equal to 15. Easy. Another example. Dividing a fraction by a fraction. What is 1/2 divided by 1/4? In the illustration, how many groups of 1/4 could you fit in the half of the rectangle? We have 1, 2. So how many groups do we have? We have 2. And dividing a fraction by a fraction, for the problem, this is just an explanation, okay? Remember that division is the opposite operation of multiplication. So we can do the following, we just multiply. For the problem 1/2 divided by 1/4, how could you get an answer of 2? Can you see how you could manipulate the fractions to get an answer of 2? Isn't it 1/2 times 4 is equal to 2? Basically, in order to divide fractions, we will have to multiply, right? We have studied this one in our previous lesson. We have 1/2 divided by 1/4 is equal to 1/2 times 4 over 1. This is flip, or we call it reciprocal of 1/4, which is 4 over 1. Reciprocal word in mathematics. Okay? Next. From this point, the problem can be solved in the way that you did for multiplying fractions. How? This is the process of cancellation, right? You cancel 4 becomes 2, cancel 2 becomes 1. And then you have 1 times 2 is equal to 2. 1 times 1 is equal to 1. 2 over 1 is equal to 2. Next, how to divide fractions? We have here the steps. Let's have step 1. Convert whole numbers and mixed numbers to improper fractions. How? This one. This is a whole number and make it in a fraction. We have 3 over 1 divided by 1 over 4. That is step 1. Let's proceed to step 2. Keep your first fraction, which is the dividend. 3 over 1. Okay? Don't change it. Then we have step 3. Change the operation to multiplication. Okay? From division into multiplication. Yes. And then we have step 4. This is what we call reciprocal. As I've told you earlier, step 4, take the reciprocal of the divisor. we have 3 over 1 divided by 1 over 4 is equal to 3 over 1 times 4 over 1. That is what we call reciprocal of 1 over 4. And then step 5. Multiply the numerators, then multiply the denominators. How? 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 1 is 1. 12 over 1. So, you have this one to simplify if it is possible. Okay, step 6. Dividing fractions. An example, we have fractions here. Since both are fractions now, you can keep the first fraction. What is the first fractions here? We have 3 over 4 or 3/4. You need to change the operation. The first operation is the division, change it to multiplication, and then flip the second operation. When I say flip, my dear students, the same thing as reciprocal, which is the second fraction. Okay, there we have it. Now, multiply and simplify. 3 times 9 equals 27. 4 times 2 is 8. Dividing 27 and 8, you got 3 and 3 over 8. And what are we going to do next? Dividing fractions, this is it now. And 3/4 dividing 2 over 9 is equal to 2, I should say 3 and 3 over 8. This is how you convert to improper fraction. Okay, this is another example. Okay, so to know more about this, Teacher Billy will send you a YouTube video for further understanding. Okay, because this is too long. Okay, so if you have questions about your homework, I would like you to add me on your Facebook, Sombat Thai Messenger, okay? Okay. I am willing to help you. Teacher Billy is always here to help you. So, don't be shy. Just send me a message. Okay, Mai? Okay. So, there you have it. Teacher Billy say bye. Thank you.